Hello. So, friends, today the topic of my talk will be what is life and how to live. So, every person in the world, it may be any thinker like or any writer, they have talked about life, whether it is Tolstoy, whether it is Bertrand Russell and Osho, and uh, many more people in the Indian context. If I talk, it may be Ramana Maharishi, it may be Ramakrishna, Buddha, Jesus, Guru Nanak. Everybody has talked about this thing. It is not a new thing that I'm going to discuss, but sometimes your personal experience also adds another dimension to something. That's why I'm sharing my views on life and how to live it. Everybody is living a life, everybody has a life, right? So, what is life? Every human being, like we are, we have a life. So, what whether we are having a good life, whether we are living a good life, and how are living a life. These are the questions. First of all, we should accept it that we are the actors on this stage, which is word is our stage, and we are actors, and we are supposed to play the role which is being decided by the director. The director is not in the picture here, but certainly there is some director, and we all are the actors. So, one thing is very clear, if you see, there is something behind everything which is being governed or being governing, right? So, you may call it nature, you may call it God, you may call it whatsoever is there in this word, you may call it energy, you may call it force, whatsoever you may call it. So, that is like that. We need not to worry that the role, what kind of role we are playing here, that is good or bad. Because in movies, if you see, the role is given according to the capability, according to certain personality characteristics to everybody, right? Similarly, in the life, we sometimes see that my role is not like this, it should be like that. But we are not directors. It is director who decides the role. So we are the actors. So one thing we should keep in mind always, that whatsoever role is being assigned to us, how much we are going to justify that, and how we can feel contented at the end that we have played the role well and up to our satisfaction. So no role is like having all pleasures. There are problems, there are sorrows, there are worries. So every role has a mixed package of all these things. So what the good actor can do, good actor should not get influenced by the environmental factors. That is, sometimes he get depressed, sometimes he's very anxious, sometimes he's very much, you can say, overreacting. So try to live in the present moment, because this is the place where we can contribute and where we can do something. Because if we are living in the past, then we are depressed. If we are living in the future, we are anxious. If our if we are in the present, then we can say we are more live, we are taking life more positive, and we are concentrating only on the present. Certainly our contribution will be better for ourselves, for the society. So there is chance to improve your life, because soul concept also comes into play when we talk of it, because three dimensions are mainly considered. One is physical, one is mental, one is spiritual. So these three planes on which we focus our life. Physical, like physical activities, our walking, sitting, standing, doing work, all these moving of our hand, So movements of our body, that is all physical activity. So then comes our mind, what we are thinking or we are planning, what we are imagining. So that is under that. But beyond that is spiritual, which is a little bit difficult to define and little bit difficult to understand, because some people say that it is there, some people deny its existence, but it is there. I believe that it is there. And whatsoever improvements we are making in our life, that having a contribution towards spiritual plane, it had no impact on our physical plane. It is having no impact on our mental plane. So elevation of our, you can say, soul, that is solely based on our spiritual elevation. So there is a saying that every soul is potentially divine, means every soul has the capacity to become divine, right? So all human beings are at different levels of the spiritual progress. It is just a relative phenomena, right? So you can always improve upon it. So when we talk of Atma, right? So purity, if in Atma is going high, then you are getting closer to Paramatma, that is God, because that is the collective consciousness which is over there. And if we, sometimes we say desires, why to have less desires? If we have more desires, means we are more attached to the material world. And if we are having less desire, or we are working in a detached manner, then we are more, you can say, having a spiritual inclinations. This we can easily do if we say doing work every day, and we say that this work is being done through me, rather than saying that through by me. That can make a lot of difference. So try this thing, that every day you can say that this work is done through me. So you can have little solace, and your ego level will go down, because higher ego level create more problems, because ego is big barrier when you are interacting with the system, when you are interacting with the people, and when we are going for the spiritual elevation, your ego is a big obstacle. So try to overcome that ego, and try to become, you can say, more liberal in approach, and try to have your own philosophy, own discipline, how to live life. So certainly you will feel happy, more happy that way. So happy, how to be happy? Happy doesn't mean that put artificial smile on the face. No, like that. It should come from inside. So you can see some books, The Conquest of Happiness by Bertrand Russell. That is one of the book which describes about it. And there are other many motivating books which you can go for. And if you see that the whole life works, and you can go through certain novels. There is one, Tuesdays with Muri, and there is one is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. There is Resurrection again by Leo Tolstoy. Brothers Karamazov by Dostoevsky. So there are many novels, and you can also go through the Gospel of Ramakrishna. And there is Alan Watts, one author. He has also given very good thoughts on how to live a better life. And you can try First and Last Freedom by J. Krishnamurti. And uh, so there are many other books also which I can recommend. I will have certain one session on sometime, or 5 sessions on the books by various categorization, that what kind of book is dealing with what kind of fields, so you can have a more better idea. It is just a recommendation. It is not mandatory that you have to go for it, but certainly you can sometime find a way for you by going through. Then there is Art of Living by Lin Yutang. So these are various books, or The Walden by Thoreau. So these are the books which you can see sometime if you have the time. And but try to remain focused and try to be like this, that you should drop your ego at every stage. Try to reduce the level of ego. That will be of immense help to you to grow physically, mentally, as well as spiritually. And if you have that kind of feeling, then energy inside you will be positive. Positive energy, if everybody is having positive energy, it means universe has more positive energy. If universe has more positive energy, it means all the universe is having more positive energy, means environment is having positive energy. So positive vibrations will be more. If more people in the world are on the negative side, it means negative energy is there at the individual level, obviously, and the universe you will have a negative energy. So on the energy principle, if we talk, still it comes like that. If you have a positive thinking or positive energy, then energy principle is also like that, and that individual effort can contribute towards positive energy in the universe. So these are certain things which you can adapt, and you can start with little meditation. You simply sit with closed eyes for 15 minutes and you can concentrate on anything. So you should have no thoughts in your mind at that time. That is, then you will have so much tranquility in your mind and so much peace. So that will have a break from what's happening around. And after that, you can start again, obviously, but you will have like a very cool mind throughout the day. It can affect you, right? And you should have a good eating habits, how to balance your diet. Always follow middle path, which Buddha has described. Don't go to the extremes. Extremes are always dangerous. And most of the people, if they try to follow middle path, there will be less aggression in the system, and there will be more docile people, more healthy people, more good thinking people. So all these things can contribute towards a good human being. Then you can plan certain hobbies in your life which can make your life fruitful. Don't go always that only what is coming out of it, that like a business like of life, that I will try to earn this much. That is your one thing, that is your profession. But apart from that, you need to cultivate certain hobbies, and those will be like positive, having positive habits, and you will feel more happy if you will be spending time on your hobbies. So these are certain things which I have in my mind today, and I am discussing with you. So it was quite general kind of a thing. So in the next time, I may go for certain specific areas and certain specific thinkers and specific philosophers or religious leaders. So thank you. And if you like the video, subscribe it, and give your comments, and you can like also if you like it, and if you don't like, you can dislike also. So it's up to you. So thank you very much for today's video. I will have only this much material to share. Certainly in the next video, I will have something different, and that may be of some help to certain section of society. With this, thank you very much for today. Thank you.